I'm gonna show you the step-by-step guide to the honey melt technique so that all you little honeybees can keep buzzing up a storm behind the chair. Starting off by sectioning from the top of the head to behind the ears on both sides of the head. Next, you'll go to the back of the head. At the curvature of the head, you'll create a V-like section. But wait a second, Adrian, how wide? Well, I'm bad at math, but I tell you, make that no wider than a foil, because the last thing anybody wants is hair spilling out the sides of a foil. Next, you're going to make a giant V-like shape that extends from the corners of the top of the head V all the way down to the base of the nape. Then you're going to section off the remaining bottom sections. Do a little braid or a little knot. I mean, heck, you can do a miniature chignon for all I care. Just make it organized and easy for when you foil. So here's what the back of the head is looking like. Easy breezy, sort of lemon squeezy, but honestly, it's not that intense. Now for the front of the head. Extend the back of the head V so it kisses the side of the head section. You should have 7 sections in total when you're done. Not 8, not 9, 7. Okay. Remember, this is a melting technique, so it's not about bold dimension. It's about softness and creating shimmer and shine through sectioning and proper placement. Oh, and just look at these from our foils. Cute. So in the back of the head is where you're going to start. I like to tease 3 to 4 times. The first is a foil. The second is a balayage. You will alternate just like that in each of the sections. First a foil, then a balayage. However, if the last section that you did was foils, the first foil in the new section is balayage. This is an example. When we get to the top section in the back of the head, which is a V-like section, you'll notice that we do a balayage first instead of foils. Don't worry, we'll get there. So let's call out the messiness of this balayage. Those speckles of lightener that you see at the very top of the hair shaft are actually creating a softer transitional point between the natural base and the dimensional blonde tone, I promise. You're basically using your brush to do the teasing. Then you'll move to the next side of the head and you'll get right to the middle. That's going to be all horizontal and you will alternate between foil and balayage, foil and balayage. And remember, in the first 2 sections you did at the base of the nape on either side of the head, you are leaving carrot in between. But here in the middle section, if you notice the very first foil I'm placing, there's no hair in between the section and the base of the nape. So you'll keep working your way up on a horizontal until you get to that top curvature. I also just want to call out something about this technique. The basis of it is creativity. So customize and cater the needs of the technique to the different needs of your canvas. And remember, even if you take away 1% of this technique and apply it and make it your own, that's what it's all about. So this is the area I was talking about. The last 2 foils that we do here, as you can see, are foils. So that means in this next section, the very first is going to be a balayage. So that way it's not foil up against foil. So in this top section, we're alternating between balayage, foil, balayage, foil. On the front sides of the head, you will do 2 foils that start in that initial sideburn. Not back to back though, because this technique is called a melt, not a pop. After 2 foils, you will place 1 horizontal foil at the top of the head. So there's going to be a pocket of depth in between. What do you do with that pocket of depth? Well, you could tip it out or you can freehand balayage. It depends on the canvas and the needs of the canvas. And once you've done the other side, move to the front mohawk. For your money piece, place 2 foils in the front on a horizontal. Next, you're going to split the remaining mohawk in half. If they are a side parters, still part exactly like these 2 sections at the top of the head are your veil, and you can play with them however you wish. You could tip it out or you could freehand balayage, but the key to success here is not foiling because you don't need an impactful lift in the veil. And once everything is painted, you can process, you can eat lunch, have a light snack, take a little snooze. You know what else you could do? You could eat a full carrot cake. I mean, why not? And just like that, look at her. She's bright. Now, zone 1, equal parts of 0.8 HC and 0.6 HC. And then on zones 2 and 3, equal parts of 0.9 HC and 0.8 HC. That's right, 100% HC, baby. Process for 20 minutes, apply to dry hair so you get the most tonal deposit, and holy honeybee, she is honey copper. Listen here, my little chicken nuggies. I know I'm a big old goofball and I joke around a lot here on social media, but I want you to know that I'm so happy that you are loving honey copper. When I say that co-creating this color was a labor of love, believe me, I wanted it to be right for all of you, for us. Redken knows that it's the pro who truly knows what the pro needs, and what an amazing gift Redken has been in partnering with me to co-create this family together. So please, keep sharing your creations, keep tagging me and tagging Redken, and most of all, keep loving honey coppers, because from the bottom of my little honey copper heart, it makes me so happy to know you love the new Shadesy Q shade. This co-creation has truly been a dream come true, especially because I picked up my very first bottle of Shadesy Q in 2009. But I want to tell you something. If you're out there and you have a dream, just remember that you're not behind, because there's no rule book about how your life should go and how much time it takes to achieve your dreams. And you keep dreaming, you, and keep growing, you. I love you all so much, and I'll see you later, daters.